a proud Sangheili warrior who has survived many battles, Special Operations Commander, Rebel Leader, and Shipmaster of the mighty assault carrier, Shadow of Intent. This is the story of Rtas Vadum, the Half-Jaw. Born on September 21st, 2487, during the 39th Age of Doubt, Rtas Vadum grew up in a keep on one of Sanghelios' warm oceans. As a child, Vadum often explored the keep's shorelines at low tide, catching sea urchins and other sea creatures. When he came of age, Vadum graduated with honors at the top war college in the Iru region of Yermo on Sanghelios. He would later join the Covenant military, earning the honorary EE suffix. Most of Rtas's military career during the Covenant War is unknown. However, by late 2552, he became the commander of all special operations units within the Fleet of Particular Justice, led by Supreme Commander Rtas Vadum. Following the fall of Reach, the fleet pursued a human vessel to the Sol system, where the first Holy Ring was discovered. After an emergency beacon was activated on the agricultural ship Infinite Zakor, Rtas was tasked by Vadum himself with leading a special operations detachment to board the Infinite Zakor, assess the situation, and rescue the Minister of Ideology, and return him to the flagship, Seeker of Truth. Taking a Phantom to the Infinite Zakor, the team boarded the ship and discovered the presence of the parasitic flood on board. After losing his comrades to this abomination, he sent the ship in a collision course with the nearest sun. In the process, he lost his left mandibles after dueling an infected Bero Kosovai, his sub-commander. Upon returning to the Seeker of Truth, he informed Supreme Commander Vadum of the presence of the flood on the ring. In response, Vadum invoked emergency quarantine response throughout the fleet. After the battle was lost and the sacred ring desecrated, Rtas was relieved of his fleet duties and reassigned to command all special operations divisions within High Charity. On October of 2552, Rtas Vadum was assigned to lead a special operations detachment on a mission to hunt down the Heretic leader Sesa Rafume on a Forerunner gas mining facility above the gas giant of Threshold. Joining him was the newly assigned Arbiter, Vadum's former commander. Combating both the rebels and the parasite aboard the station, Vadum aided the Arbiter in the execution of the Heretic leader, after which time, all Covenant forces left the Sol system to await a new discovery. Rtas was aboard High Charity when it left for the newly discovered Installation 05 to aid the High Prophet of Regret. During the battle at the installation, Vadum sent a large group of Phantom dropships loaded with reinforcements to stop the demon before he could assassinate the Hierarch. However, these dropships were recalled by the High Prophet of Truth, who intended to let the Hierarch die at the hands of this demon. Back on High Charity, the Jerohanai were given the command to replace the Sangheili Honor Guardsmen in the Covenant Honor Guard by the Hierarchs. Rtas expressed his disdain to the High Prophet of Truth and Mercy, disgusted by this radical shift of tradition and customs. However, the High Prophet of Truth dismissed his complaints and sent Rtas Vadum and his two Sangheili away to inform the High Council of their decision. After the changing of the guard, Rtas was involved in an operation against the parasite and the humans, rendering aid to the Arbiter as he searched for the sacred icon deep inside the quarantine zone on Halo. He helped him push through the flood barricade to access one of the Forerunner gondolas that were the only way to enter the library. He stayed behind to hold off the flood while the Arbiter took the gondola to search for the sacred icon. But after the sacred icon was stolen by Tartarus and his brutes, the Hierarchs gave the order to all Jerohanai to execute the Sangheili. After learning the truth of the Halo rings, Vadum changed his name to Rtas Vadum, signifying his succession from the Covenant along with most of his kind. Making his way to the coast near the Chamber of Consecration, a surprised Rtas meet up with the Arbiter, this time on a quest to stop Tartarus from activating the ring. From the Arbiter, he learned of the murder of the Sangheili High Counselors and the true extent of the treachery of the Jirohanai. Wishing to avenge their fallen brothers, Vadum and the Arbiter attacked a Jirohanai encampment and met up with a squad of Mekalet Golo and other Sangheili to steal a proto-scarab. Rtas then led a strike force to retake a nearby cruiser off the coast of the Chamber of Consecration. On that day, he became one of the leading figures in a civil war that would lead to the fall of the most powerful empire in the galaxy. The Great Schism, they would call it. And it had begun.
Be sure not to miss Part 2, featuring Rtas' story from Halo 3 all the way to Halo Shadow of Intent, by clicking on the screen right now to go to Halo Heretic's channel.
One of the lead negotiators that worked to parlay the group's alliance with the unified Earth government and the United Nations Space Command. During the Battle of Earth, Rtas took on the role of Shipmaster in the Fleet of Retribution. He also took command of quarantining Installation 05 and High Charity. However, the flood severely devastated the Fleet of Retribution, a fleet of hundreds, and one flood-infected cruiser, the Indulgence of Conviction, broke through the quarantine and headed straight to the Sol system, with the Sangheili fleet in pursuit. Upon realizing his location, Rtas made contact with the Arbiter. He went to Earth to aid the humans and deployed Sangheili forces to the Arbiter's and John 117's location. With the flood expanding rapidly, he was forced to glass a large region of void in order to destroy the infestation. Later, he met with the Arbiter, John 117, 343 Guilty Spark, Fleet Admiral Lord Terrence Hood and Commander Keys on the bridge of the Shadow of Intent.